Hey there everybody, welcome back to 4-String Strummer, the channel. It's all about ukuleles. My name's Kelly. Today we're going to be doing an old classic tune called The Leaving of Liverpool. This was recorded by lots of folks back in the folk revival, particularly the Dubliners, the Clancy brothers, etc. Great tune, let's get into it. Okay, so let's just go quickly through the song. It's just a 3-chord song, 3.5, because we're going to kind of count the G7 as a half chord. So here it goes. It starts in C and la 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 up to F, la la C, la 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 back to G, and then G7 if you want. Again, la 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 la. Go back to C, la 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 la, F, la la C, la 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 la, and G, la la C. Okay, so if you want to throw that G7 in there just to kind of add a little bit more to it, feel free, go for it. If not, it doesn't really matter. You can stick with the G, or you can just play a G7 and not play the G. Completely up to yourself. Okay, let's take a look at the strumming now. Okay, so for the strumming, you can do a couple of different strums for this, depending on what level that you're at. And you know, it's kind of funny. I was thinking about this. You know, we're building this little ukulele community kind of thing, and I was thinking, you know, it's like we're all in this cool little community, and I think about it like we're living in a little condo where we're all ukulele players. And sometimes there are people that move in, and they move in on the first floor. And then there are people that move in right on the second floor and the third floor, depending on what skill level you're at, okay? So if you're living on the first floor, here's the strum for you, okay? So it's just what I call the paintbrush strum, and it's just your thumb, you hit the top string, and then you brush the rest of the strings with your finger. Or your second finger, or both of your fingers, doesn't really matter. Just like that. Pluck and brush. La, 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 la. Okay, now if you want to jazz that up just a little bit, you can do the sledgehammer strum, which many of you already know, and that is very similar to the paintbrush strum. It's just hit it with your thumb, you brush it with your fingers, and then you come back up with your thumb. So you're splitting that second part, the brush part of paintbrush, in two. And that's why I call it sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. La 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 la. Now, if you want to, you can do both strums, the paintbrush and the sledgehammer. And what that'll do is, you know, it'll add a little bit of variety to the sound of the song without getting too fancy with the strumming, okay? So, and what I call that is like, it's an accent strum. So let me just show you how this works. So here's what you can do. I'm going to do a whole video just on accent strums, but this is one quick way that you can do this, okay? So here you go. La la la, paintbrush. La 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 la, in the stage, ever mercy fare thee well. La 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 la, paintbrush again. Up the sledgehammer. La, 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 la. Paintbrush. Okay, now, or you can go back to the other way around too. You can start with paintbrush and then flip to, you can start with sledgehammer and then switch it to paintbrush for the last part. Let me show you that part. So here we go. Let's start with our sledgehammer. La 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 la, ever mercy fair, paintbrush well. So it just breaks it up, and so that it's not kind of that monotonous one strum all the way through. Again, if you're living on the first floor of our ukulele condominium here, stick with that one strum all the way through, and then you'll get it down. Then add that extra little flick up with your thumb to get your sledgehammer strum, and then you're good to go with that. All right, let's talk about another strum, all right? Okay, so the next strum you can do is actually what I call a bluegrass strum, but you can use this for all different types of music, of course. And it just goes like this. I'll play it through, and you'll hear it first. Get it into your ear, listen for the rhythm. Here it goes. So what this is again, similar to the other two. It's just basically building blocks, right? You're walking up those stairs in our ukulele condominium here. So it's basically down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. 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 Okay? I'll play it through again for you. Here we go. La, 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 la. Now I can do my accent strumming with this strum too. Here we go. I'll change the strum right now. Go back to it. So you can hear how that little change adds a little different accent to that one part, okay? So give that a try. Mix up your different strums. Don't get caught in that strumming pattern cage that some people do. Again, unless you're just beginning and you're living on the first floor of the condo, then stick with it. But if you're not, if you're on the second floor, third floor, whatever, jump ahead and start to mix it in, give little accents here and there at the different parts of the song. Okay? All right, now we're going to move on and we'll talk a little bit about the instrumental as well. Okay, so for the instrumental part, let me just move up and I'll show you how this works. Okay, so for the instrumental part, here we go. I'm going to just play it through, just a little piece here, to show you how it works, and then we'll talk about what's going on with this hand here, okay? Okay, let's do this part. So basically what I'm doing here is I'm starting off with my second string here, my C string, and I just strum it. You don't actually have to just pick that string if you don't want to, as long as if you're kind of strumming these bottom three strings. It doesn't really matter, as long as you're close. And then you go first finger here on the third string at the second fret, lifted. And then the note is here on the second string, open. But again, you don't have to pick that specific string. You just have to strum it. And when you're on strings that are down here, when the note is coming from the strings at the bottom part, the second or first, second, or even the third string, just strum the bottom three strings a little bit more, and that'll give you that note, okay? Hear it? Okay, now you're going to go to your second finger at the third fret on the second string and hammer it on. And then you go to your first finger, second string at the first fret. Lift it. Again, let's start from the beginning. So I'm kind of back up to this open C string. Again, you don't have to hit it exactly, but that's the note. Now we go up to our F chord. And what I'm doing is I'm dropping my third finger here at the third fret on the first string, okay? Again. Lift it. Back to the C. Lift it. And I go back to the C and I drop my second finger here at the third fret on the second string when I go back. Again. So I lift it and drop it. And I go up to the 5th fret second string, drop it, lift it, lift my second finger, go to my G. Now you can go to G7 here to run it down. Okay, let's go back again. G7, lift your second finger, slide back up to the C. Again, same thing. Leave it open, so you're not dropping this finger. G. Lift your first finger and drop it again. Back to C. All right, let's play it through. G7. All right, now let's take a look at the chorus part, because I do that at the end. I play a complete instrumental all the way through. So you're going to go to your G. Fare thee well, my own true love. So you just go to your G, just play it through as a G. F. And I drop my third finger here at the third fret, first string. On true, lift it, back to C. And I drop my second finger. When I return, I did. So then I go from my second finger being down at the third fret, I go up to the 5th fret on the second string with my pinky finger. Drop it and lift it. United we will. Lift your second finger. G. G7. And now I drop my pinky finger here at the 3rd fret on the second string. You can do it twice if you want to. It's not the. Back to C. Sorry. Or you can leave it down. It's not the Leaving of Liverpool. Again, just run it down. F. Drop your third finger at the 3rd fret. Leaves me. You go back to your C. Drop your second finger on the 3rd fret. My darling, when I G back to C. All right, let me play that part too for you. So fairly well. All right. Now the thing to remember with this is these are all kind of, I don't want to say approximations, but it doesn't have to be exactly note for note what I'm doing. And you don't have to use all of those notes all of the time. So that if you just want to add in the odd little part, like if you want to add in just the and you only want to add in that little, just do that part. That's fine, right? Or if you go to the F and you want to add the third finger in, great. You don't have to do everything all the time, all the way through. Just do what you're comfortable with, and just dropping in those little extra hammer-ons now and then, it's gonna add to that overall sound of your music. It's gonna fill it out nicely. And you know, if you get this little part down first, great, just go with that. And then the next time when you're playing or when you're practicing, add another little piece of the hammer on and build that whole thing up step by step by step. Next thing you know, you're going to be on the next level of our condominium. All right? Have some fun with that. Farewell to Princess Land and Stage, never mercy, fare thee well. I'm bound for California, a place that I know right well. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, my darling, when I think of thee. Well, I'm bound for California, by way of stormy Cape Horn. And I'll write a letter to thee, love, when I am homeward bound. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, darling, when I think of thee. I slipped aboard a Yankee clipper ship. Davy Crockett is her name, and Burgess is the captain of her, and I've heard she's afloat in hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but darling, when I think of thee. I've sailed with Burgess once before. He's a man I know quite well. If a man's a sailor, then he'll get along. And if he's not, then it's a living hell. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, you know will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, my darling, when I think of thee. All right, good stuff. So I hope everybody enjoyed the song today. And again, I'm really liking this idea of this ukulele condominium building that we've got going. We got our own little community happening here, and we can all get together in the party room after and play the same song, regardless of what level we're at in our learning. All right, so if you got any questions at all, as always, drop them down into the comment section. I'm more than happy to help you out. Till we see you next time, keep smiling, keep strumming, and have fun, maybe with one of these videos right here. Bye for now.